Imagine this, you wake up tomorrow morning, you check your phone, and there it is, a message from the Lottery Commission. You just won $45 million. Not a typo, not a scam. 45 million. Your heart starts racing. Your hands shake. You already know what you're thinking. I'm free. No more worrying about rent. No more checking prices at the grocery store. No more alarm clocks, bosses, or bad days. This is it. Your life just changed forever. But here's the uncomfortable truth. For a shocking number of lottery winners, this moment is the beginning of the end. Within a few years, sometimes even months, they're broke, divorced, depressed, or worse. This is the story of the lottery curse, and why winning millions often destroys the people who win. The dream everyone believes. Most people think money fixes problems, and honestly that makes sense. Money solves bills. Money buys comfort. Money creates options. So when someone wins the lottery, we assume they've made it. But what most people don't realize is this: money doesn't replace financial skills. It exposes the lack of them. And when you give a massive amount of money to someone who's never had it, without preparation, structure, or protection, you don't give them freedom, you give them gasoline and throw it on their existing habits. Meet Jack Whittaker. Let's start with one of the most famous examples. In 2002, Jack Whittaker won $315 million in the Powerball lottery. At the time, it was one of the largest jackpots in American history. Jack wasn't poor, he owned construction businesses. He went to church, he donated money. People called him a good man. When he won, he said, "I want to do good things. I want to help people." And at first, he did. He donated millions to charity. He gave money to churches. He handed out cash to friends, family, even strangers. But very quickly, things spiraled. When everyone wants a piece of you, here's the first problem lottery winners face. Everyone knows. Suddenly, distant relatives appear. Old friends call out of nowhere. Strangers have business ideas. People don't ask, they expect. Jack Whittaker started carrying huge amounts of cash with him, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. That made him a target. He was robbed multiple times. Once thieves stole over $500,000 from his car, and the money kept disappearing. Money magnifies bad decisions. The second problem? Money removes consequences, temporarily. Jack started gambling heavily, drinking more, living faster. He got arrested for DUI. He got sued repeatedly. People accused him of unpaid debts, broken promises, and fraud. Then the real tragedy hit. His granddaughter, who had access to his money, became involved with drugs. Because of that, later she and her boyfriend passed. Jack Whittaker once said, "I wish I'd torn the ticket up." By the time he passed away, most of his fortune was gone. Not spent wisely, not invested, just vanished. The psychology nobody warns you about. Here's something most people don't understand. Winning the lottery doesn't feel like earning money. It feels like luck. And when money comes from luck, people treat it like luck. They spend it fast. They assume more will come. They don't feel the emotional pain of losing it. Psychologists call this unearned wealth syndrome. Symptoms include guilt, anxiety, impulse spending, loss of identity, self-destructive behavior. You don't feel like a successful person. You feel like an imposter holding a bomb. Meet Billy Bob Harrell Jr. Billy Bob Harrell Jr., a Home Depot shelf stocker, won $31 million. At first, he was generous, too generous. He gave money to family, to friends, to churches. People lined up. Then came the pressure. Requests never stopped. Arguments started. His marriage collapsed. He once said, "Winning the lottery is the worst thing that ever happened to me." Less than 2 years later, he couldn't resist the pressure and passed away too. Why this keeps happening? Here's the brutal truth. The lottery gives people wealth without transformation. No new skills, no financial discipline, no emotional preparation. Imagine giving a teenager a Formula One race car. They don't become a race car driver, they crash. Money works the same way. The curse isn't the money. The lottery curse isn't magic. It isn't bad luck. It's math, psychology, and human behavior. Most winners quit their jobs immediately, Tell everyone spend before planning. Trust the wrong people. Say yes too often. Don't set boundaries. Don't invest properly. Don't change their mindset. And when the money starts shrinking, panic kicks in. They try to maintain a lifestyle they can't afford. They double down. They make riskier decisions until there's nothing left. But I'd be different. Almost everyone thinks this, and maybe you would. But statistics don't lie. Studies suggest that a majority of lottery winners either go broke or end up financially worse off within several years. Not because they're stupid, because money doesn't change who you are, it reveals it. The few who escape the curse. Now here's the interesting part. Some lottery winners don't lose everything. The difference? They do boring things. They stay anonymous. Don't quit their job immediately. Hire financial advisors. Create trusts. Limit access to their money. Say no constantly. Live below their means. In other words, they don't live like lottery winners. They live like investors. The real lesson. This story isn't really about the lottery, it's about money in general, because whether it's a lottery win, an inheritance, crypto gains, or a business exit, sudden money without structure is dangerous. Money doesn't give meaning, it doesn't give discipline, it doesn't give happiness, it just makes everything louder. Your habits, your flaws, your relationships, all amplified. The ending nobody expects. Here's the irony. The people who fantasize most about winning the lottery are often the least prepared to handle it. And the people who build wealth slowly rarely lose it all. Because real wealth isn't about the number, it's about control. Control over spending, control over ego, control over decisions. The lottery skips the hardest part of wealth, becoming the kind of person who can handle it. Final thought. So next time you see a headline that says, "Local man wins $50 million jackpot," remember this, that headline is only the beginning of the story. And for many winners, the ending isn't freedom, it's regret. Because the lottery doesn't change your life, it tests it. And most people don't realize they're taking the test until it's already too late.